I'm going to teach you something different about how to do the shading of this peacock. Sorry, of this parrot. Okay, so it's a black and white picture as you can see. So I've got used a different kind of tone paper here. Okay, so for getting this kind of effects, how to do it, that is, I'll just show a little part so you will be able to understand how it is done. Okay. Okay, so here I'll just give you an overview the of the what kind of material I'm using. This is the tone gray. Okay, tone gray is the book which I am using. So the good thing is that it's Strathmore. Okay, Strathmore, most of the books are really good. So it's tone gray and around 50 sheets are there. So the GSM is less. That is, GSM means thickness. Thickness is less, but the usage is much higher here. Okay, so I'll just show you some of the that peacock which I'm doing. I'll just do it right now a little bit to show you how it is being done. Okay, so here you can see is that this feather kind of effects, how to get it. So I'll just show you the pencils I'm using. This is called as Mars Lumograph pencil. It's pure black. It's really good for when it comes to shading. So let me take the dark pencil, say HB, and how to do it. 1 minute. So here always start with the lighter pencil, that is HB, and then you give lines like this. Okay, you go for single lines, and some parts are very dark, so that part just darken it. And here also you do the shading. Like this you have to do the darkening. Got it? Suppose this part, you can see here is the beak. So final touch-ups are very important when to get a good drawing. I'll just show here, yeah. So here you can see that. Go for small circular motion. It's very dark. The beaks, this part is extremely dark. Here also this darkness. And this part has a shadow, so this shadow effects will show that bulging effect. So for that I'm just giving lines like this. Hi Adil, hello. So you can just darken it. This part is quite darkened. Just go for single lines like this. So this lines will show that effects. Here it's a little more thick, this part. The more the lines you give, the more it will look good. And I'll tell you about how I got this white effects also. So once again I'll tell you the paper which I'm using. I'm using Strathmore's grey tone paper. Okay, I'll just show you the paper. This is the paper I'm using. It's available online. It's a toned grey. Okay, you can see, as you can see, the paper is toned grey. This is the GSM. Okay, this is GSM. GSM means the thickness mainly. Here, though the thickness is less, it's just 118, but still it's good for getting this metallic effect and get some white effects around. Okay, so here again, come to this picture. Draw lines like this. Here also, see, just go for lines. The more the lines you do, the more the fun effects you'll get. Got it? I'll show you the some pencil which I'm using. This is the white charcoal pencil, okay? It's called as General's Company. It's the white charcoal. So this white charcoal pencil is very good to get this whitish effects. Some parts are grey toned, white color is there, some white. It's the light, because of the highlighted area. So for that areas, you can just give lines like this to give that effects. Draw stiff lines, make it bold. Okay, here also same. Go for simple lines like this. So each time you do go once more, do it above it with your dark pencil also to get the thickness. Anyone has any doubts, you can ask me in the chat. I will talk to you. Like this the lines will be coming. So here also each of this part will be having a slight light here. See, for this kind of paper, this kind of effect paper, this kind of grey tone paper, this kind of charcoal pencil will do. But whereas if you are using a white paper, this pencil will not be working. So if you want to get a good metallic effects around, this kind of paper is more enough. Draw lines like this. It will take you time, but the more you draw, it will become better. Here also there are some lines. So you can see on each feather the tip part is right, and because of the previous feather which is falling on it, the darkness is there. So everything should be considered. Draw the lines the same way you see it in your reference image. If you want the reference image, you can ask me. I can share it with you. Like these lines you do it to get this effect. Hi Iker. And regarding the pencil I'm using, go for lines like this. I'll tell you about the pencil which I'm using. This is the Mass Lumograph black pencil I'm using. So they have HB, 2B, 4B, 6B, 7B and 8B. So different pencils, their shades they have. So it is on the darker side. If you're buying as a beginner, you can go for this. This is good one. In this limited number of six pencils, you have all the ranges you will get. And I'm going for the darker shade. In my 2B pencil, make sure your pencils are sharpened. Sharpening of pencil is very, very important. Here again, I'm making it darker. There's a slight shade here. in each feather there's a slight shade. So whenever you're done with your white charcoal pencil, don't whenever you're done with the white charcoal, please don't stop it there. With your pencil, just give a light shading to get that effects. Any doubt you have regarding the materials and all, you can ask me right now. It's not pure white. Go for circular motion. This is called as a scribbling method to get that effects. Draw lines like this. Like this you can do. Move the lines I give, that each feather should be well defined. Here also there's darkness. So wherever there's darkness, just give darkness, and wherever there's lightness, use your pencil lighter and just go for the correct strokes that they're giving. So there are different kinds of strokes, like scribbling method is there, hatching method is there. So based on what strokes needs to be given, do it accordingly. So in this part and all, the darkness is more. So I'm just giving little more darker shade here. There are many thin lines here, okay? So I'm just making it with my sharp pencil. I'm just darkening it to get that effects. You can use your white charcoal pencil. So this is the white charcoal, okay? Those would I've just joined now. This is a good one. I bought it online, but it's really effective. It's a little was in the expensive side, but it plays wonders because it will help you in getting this white effects around. more easily, because this paper is gray tone, it's not white paper. So for that, this kind of paper is good. On this end part also there's some whiteness. You can also use a jelly roll pen. So this is called as jelly roll pen, okay? So this is good for getting this white effects like a pencil. So you get this white effects you can get. Here there's a lot of whiteness here and there. It's not working. I'll take a new one. Here like this you can just get that white kind of effects you can easily get through. Just draw lines like this, small lines, depending upon the, like this. Got it? So like this kind of effects you can give. This part of the leg is quite dark, so that's why I'm just making it this part more darker. It's more of observation. See, 70% of the time you have to observe what is in your drawing. Remaining 30% only is what you're giving importance in your work. Remaining 70% is observing the picture. The rocks, these woods are very easy. It just was lines like this. Since because of this parrot, it's dark in this end. Just go for like this oval shaped designs. Here's some scribbling method, just here and there you can just give some darkness. So I hope this class session was useful for you guys. If you want to learn some techniques like this, just let me know. I will be there to, I will give it in my next session. Darken this part. So I take classes for kids from 4 years old, even adults, 50 plus also aged adults are there in my batch. So we have different batches. So if you are interested, if you want to know more about the classes, do message me. You can just let me know in the comments, and I will be sharing you the further details of it. Okay. Like this you can just draw each part, define it well to get that effects. So thank you, thanks. So I'll show you the remaining parts in the next session. Thank you, thanks to all of you for joining. I hope it was useful.